We begin with developing news out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Tonight, the FBI says former President Donald Trump was the target of an apparent assassination attempt. The former president is safe, but officials say gunshots were fired at his Mar-a-Lago golf course.
Authorities described Trump as playing golf when the shots rang out. The course was then immediately locked down. Trump himself evacuated. Officials believe the person did intend to target Trump. Secret Service agents say he was pointing a rifle through a fence near the course. Agents eventually fired their weapons at that person before they then fled the scene in an SUV. Officials did take him into custody shortly later in a nearby county.
It was 1 or 2 holes behind. That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the subject.
Sources say the Secret Service did recover an AK-style gun, a backpack, and a camera near the golf course. President Biden, Vice President Harris have both been briefed on the shooting, and they say they're glad that Trump is safe. A source also says today's incident will not be affecting Trump's campaign schedule for the upcoming week.
Russell Wilson isn't playing today. You know he's on the Steelers, but he's kind of still getting the last laugh on his trip back to town. The Steelers are leading the Broncos right now 13-3 in the fourth quarter. And it's been more the same for the Broncos, just not getting anything going on offense. Plus, Russ is still getting paid by us.
Well, he's got that calf injury, and there was a lot of discussion that he may have hurt that calf carrying all the money the Broncos are paying him not to play today. That's just what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I thought you'd pull a hammy doing that.
You can.
I don't.
All right. So there are very few no-shows because Steeler fans show up, and the Bronco fans were there for the start of the season. Bronco fans hoping for the bounce-back week, but again down 13-3 late. A lot of excitement before the kickoff. And 9 News reporter Janelle Finch talked to some of the fans how they were feeling going into the game. Janelle?
Tom and Kim, there was a lot of excitement for obvious reasons. This being the first game, the home game of the regular season. The big topic of conversation was the Broncos' future with Bo Nix. After a shaky debut in Seattle last week, fans are hoping that Bo can pull it all together in this last quarter and win with the city behind his back. No surprise, with a 2:25 p.m. kickoff, Broncos fans packed out parking lots at Empower Field early this morning. The beer was flowing, music was going, and energy was high for the first home game. New quarterback Bo Nix added to the excitement of the day. Fans say with Nix at the lead, the Broncos could be set up for a winning season.
Bo Nix is going to rock it.
So far, he's proven that he deserves to be a starter quarterback. We're very excited to see him in action in person.
You got to give him a little time, and he will be great. I'm going to predict he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
If we can get our offensive line to give a little more time in the pocket and let him scramble some, he can make things happen for us. He did it for Oregon. He can do it here.
And as you both mentioned, there was no ignoring the Russell Wilson-shaped elephant in the room. There was definitely some thoughts and feelings about the former Denver quarterback's return to the city. Most were expecting his return to not be so well received, but as you mentioned, it's possible that Wilson might get the last laugh if things don't switch up in this final quarter. Live in Denver, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Well, I think we'll get the last laugh when he goes to the bank. But
yeah.
Also, you know, as the emergency quarterback, he's sitting there in the fourth quarter spectating, and I think it'll be maybe one of his better afternoons in Denver.
Oh, a great game. I mean, you're perfect in that game.
All right, thanks very much, Janelle, out at Empower Field. And we talked about it. There has been some rain that has hit the stadium a couple times. Otherwise, a beautiful day when things got underway. So let's bring in Weather Impact Team meteorologist Lauren Robinson. Beautiful day for many out there, but the sprinkles did find them in the second half.
Yeah, and that's what we've been anticipating through today's game. The only really determining factor with how it could affect the game would be if there was some sort of a lightning delay. So that's what we're still trying to steer clear of because it's still not completely out of the question, even though we're almost done. Let's go ahead and take a look at our live radar. And you can see these showers and storms are really starting to build right across the urban corridor. As we zoom in a bit, you can see the heaviest showers just a bit north of Denver, falling from areas like north of Grand Lake into Fort Collins through Greeley. We also saw some strong storms near Keensburg. Those are starting to lift their way northeastward a bit and die down as we do that. We zoom closer into the Denver metro area, and you can see just off to the west and southwest, we do still have some showers, one lightning bolt here, but this is what we're going to watch to continue to push into downtown Denver, including Mile High. So we could see a few more raindrops there, but the good news is so far not a lot of lightning. So that's going to be good for those players to continue to go on today. Now, the next few days, we're starting to gear up for the next work week. We're going to see these temperatures slowly cool down a bit. We do have more storm chances coming as we move into Tuesday. I'll have more details on all of this, plus your full 7-day forecast coming up.
Tomorrow, the man who tore up Folsom Field after driving his truck into the stadium will appear in court. Police say on Thursday night, Carl Hagelin hit a car with his truck and drove away. Witnesses tried to stop him, but he continued on. Court records show he hit a second car, a tree, a street sign, and almost hit some people walking. Police backed off their chase for safety reasons until campus police spotted him.
And honestly, anytime somebody drives to a big landmark like that, we have concerns, what's their intention? And so before we even dealt with the car, we had to make sure there wasn't explosives. Those are all things that were going through our minds of why is this guy coming here specifically? Is there more to this? And so they negotiated for a few minutes and were able to take him into custody.
According to the police reports, Hagelin was having a manic episode and was yelling incoherently right before he was arrested. He's facing multiple charges, including vehicular assault. The chase ended up on the 40-yard line at Folsom Field, causing $150,000 in damage. Repairs to the field should be finished by the Buffs' next game against Baylor, September 21st.